Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Perry County is now limiting how many people are allowed in essential businesses at one time. And we go to Harlan County. That's where Community Action Agency is helping the county's most vulnerable people get what they need without leaving home. Plus, as healthcare workers continue to test and treat COVID-19 patients, some are showing their thinks through design.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Katie Cook. It is Thursday, April the 2nd, and your time is about 6:33. Let's check in with Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. Brandon, it's looking like spring is in the air with those sunny skies we're going to see today.
Yes, and I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited for the temperatures to rebound after a dreary and gloomy and cold couple of days. Speaking of cold, pretty cold this morning, but the fog is our major issue, and it's getting worse. Zero visibility or close to it. Harlan, Middlesboro, Jacksboro, Monticello, and Somerset this morning. Williamsburg below the 5-mile threshold, and we saw earlier on the Mount Vernon camera on I-75, which you'll see again here in a few minutes, it was very foggy there as well this morning, so be careful if you have to be out. One of the areas seeing basically zero visibility is McKee this morning down in Jackson County, so again, just take it easy if you're hitting the roads anytime soon. Clouds and still in parts of the area, and then it's not clouds down to the south there. You see those colder temperatures closer to freezing down along the I-75, Cumberland Valley and Lake Cumberland corridors, but you see 40s back up into far eastern Kentucky and southern West Virginia. A little extra on the coffee meter this morning just because of the fact that it is pretty chilly out there in some locations. Again, our day planner today will see the fog move out. The clouds will be gone hopefully by later in the morning hours. The sunshine will return. Now, it's not going to be as warm of a day as we've been used to like the last little bit. We're going to continue to see temperatures climb. I do believe we'll be a little cooler than what we were talking about yesterday, the potential for 60 degrees. I hope I'm wrong. Hopefully we'll make it there, but we're going to continue to see temperatures only climb maybe into the mid to upper 50s as we head deeper into the daytime hours. So it's going to be a nice day. It's just going to be a situation where it's going to be a little bit cooler. I'll have the rest of the forecast coming up in just a little bit. Katie?
All right, Brandon, thank you. It's been nearly a month since Kentucky saw its first case of COVID-19. More people are getting sick, hospitals are running low on supplies, and new recommendations are coming out each day. As more data and projections come to light, it is keeping health professionals on their toes. Earlier this week, we learned COVID-19 is expected to kill between 100 to 240,000 Americans. Dr. Ryan Stanton says it could be a sobering reality.
We have 100,000 deaths across the country, then you're talking about somewhere between 3 and 5 years of the flu all put together in about a 6 month span, and that just gets us through about August.
Some experts predict at least 800 Kentuckians will die from the virus. There's still hills to climb, but Stanton says soon we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. Governor Beshear and Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman are calling on Kentuckians to help lend a helping hand during this tough time. The Team Kentucky Fund is collecting donations to help those in need. So far, it has raised more than $390,000. Information on who can apply for the Team Kentucky Fund has not been released yet. And Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell unveiled a new way for Kentuckians impacted by COVID-19 to learn about financial help. A new section of McConnell's website answers common questions about Congress's recently passed coronavirus relief package. As more counties announce orders to restrict shoppers to one person per family, Hazard and Perry County finished their first full day with those restrictions yesterday. City and county leaders were mulling over the idea for nearly a week as positive COVID-19 cases neared the area. On the heels of the first case in the county on Tuesday, officials used a KRS statute to make the order.
KRS that gives us the authority in a situation like this with the pandemic that's going on, that public health and safety, that we can make ordinances that protects our citizens. And that's all we're trying to do, is protect their citizens at the end of the day.
Officials say this has been received well after one day of it being in effect. Governor Beshear is encouraging everyone to stay home, especially the most vulnerable, the elderly. So the Harlan County Community Action Agency jumped in to help them safely get food. WYMT's Emily Bennett shows us how.
During this dangerous time for seniors, the Harlan County CAA wants to keep them as healthy as possible.
Trying to keep them safe at home, healthy and happy at home.
So they decided to start shopping for them, taking orders online and by phone.
I just ask you a couple questions, make out a list and go shopping for you the day of your districts.
Jessica Collett is a shopping assistant.
I'll do one order, and then when I get done, I'll do the other order, and then I check out like 2 separate times.
Shopping for 3 or 4 people per day.
I'm still getting used because there's items that I normally don't buy. A lot of the elderly, they shop for different things, so it takes me a little bit to get everything everybody needs.
To organize the orders, they limit each household to 1 order per week, going to one area in the county each day.
We set it up by district, so like Mondays we do District 1, Tuesdays District 2, and so forth.
Once Collett shops,
the total was $61.69.
She brings it back to the delivery drivers.
You take passport? You want both of these? Okay.
Taking the groceries right to their door.
We're not charging a fee for delivery. We just ask the reimbursement for the items.
Helping those who do not have anyone to help them. In Harlan, Emily Bennett, WYMT Mountain News.
The shopping assistance is available to those 62 and older or on disability. To order, you can call 606-573-5335 or go to their website, harlancountycaa.com. Appalachian Regional Healthcare in Harlan needs your help keeping healthcare workers protected during this COVID-19 pandemic. They are asking for donations of face masks, which can be made at home. You can make 2 sizes, adult or child. You will find the specifications on how they should be made on WYMT.com. Well, as healthcare workers continue to test and treat COVID-19 patients, many are showing their thanks. In Hazard, Game On is printing shirts that read, "Auntie says I'm essential," with the outline of Kentucky and a surgical mask on them. The idea came from someone their graphic designer and screen printer knows, one of those essential workers.
My girlfriend works at a hospital, and she was just saying that nobody's made a shirt like that yet, and so me being bored in quarantine, I just went ahead and whipped it up.
It took a step about 10 designs before he settled on this one. They can be bought at Game On in Hazard. The City of Pikeville is working to help students complete their NTI work if they do not have a reliable internet access. A free Wi-Fi area is set up in the parking lot between the Appalachian Wireless Arena and the Pike County Courthouse. Students can use it from the comfort of their own vehicles to avoid social interaction. This is one of 6 hotspots Gearhart Communications has set up in local communities. Well, first it was Hillbilly Days. Now one of the oldest festivals in eastern Kentucky is canceled. The Kentucky Mountain Laurel Festival in Bell County usually brings in people from all over right before Memorial Day. Officials said this was a difficult decision. The festival was set to begin in Pineville on May 21st. And in Perry County, officials with the 2020 Perry County Fair announced on Facebook last night that they have decided to cancel this year's event due to concerns surrounding the growing COVID-19 outbreak. In the post, they explained that while they hoped it would not come to this, they felt that they, quote, would not be acting civically responsible at this critical time if they continue to promote an activity that draws large crowds of people together. They also urged those organizations that would have donated to the fair to instead use those funds to donate to the Team Hazard Perry Fund, which is set up to help those living and working in Perry County who are struggling. A Whitesburg woman is in trouble after police say she lied about possibly having COVID-19 to avoid jail time. On Tuesday, Whitesburg police responded to a shoplifting complaint when Lily Blackburn claimed to have been tested for the coronavirus. Yesterday, police were able to confirm with the doctor she mentioned that she had not been tested. She admitted to making it up as a, quote, get out of jail free card. She was not arrested, but police are looking into pressing charges. And the Laurel County Sheriff's Office says they are investigating the theft of a Pepsi machine from a local business. Video surveillance shows 3 people in a dark Chevy Silverado with a purple Fox Racing sticker loading the machine in their truck. Anyone with information should call the Laurel County Sheriff's Office or message the Sheriff's Office on Facebook.
Not too bad this morning over downtown Pikeville from the Pikeville Medical Center camera. Not much fog over that way this morning. A little bit of traffic moving around, but there is a lot of fog in some other locations. Let's take a look at our visibility map and you'll see near zero visibility across most of southeastern Kentucky, southern Kentucky, and into East Tennessee as well this morning. So be careful out there. Temperatures in the 30s and even 20s down toward Monticello there. Williamsburg's down to 30 now. So again, areas where the clouds are not, areas where the clouds still are this morning. That's the blanket that holds in that residual heat from yesterday. I know we didn't have a whole lot, but yeah, still holding in a little bit there in 40s in most of eastern and parts of eastern Kentucky and parts of southern West Virginia. Out the door forecast, sunshine for all today. Later on, it's going to be a nice day overall with temperatures a little cooler, still in the upper 50s for daytime highs. Katie?
Alrighty, well, thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, we have new details on how cruise ships still at sea are now being told to handle COVID-19 on board.